Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Patricia Benedict was picked up by the Whole Town Police in relation to a story she did with a mother, and it had to do with child maintenance. Now, this was an interview she actually did with the mother. She did an interview with a female who complained that although monies were being paid into the registry at the magistrates court, she wasn't getting child maintenance. And she questioned why, if monies are being paid in, why was she not getting a regular maintenance check from the system there within the magistrates court? And when Patricia Benedict did that interview with the mom, that interview went up on my channel, Naked Departure, and the clerk who was a focus in that interview, it seems as though Patricia Benedict said that there are certain clerks within the magistrate's office that would use child support maintenance money, and then they will always put it back. She said that they would put it back, but they will use that money for whatever personal reasons. And when the clerk or clerks get their money back, when they got paid, they will pay the money, they will put that money back into where it should have gone. So that was the reason for the delays. Now, it seems as though one of the clerks, or maybe the clerks, made a report to the police, and that's why Patricia Benedict was picked up. And I don't know if it was a computer misuse. I don't know if it's that. There's a Canadian in Barbados that is feeding imp in Barbados. Maybe I think he thinks that he'll get a little bigger. I don't know. But people are being fed bits and pieces of information. And the same person that is talking, the imp, he's before the court for many computer misuse acts. He recently used his own medical records to try. It was comedy. It's comedy. It's entertainment, because the medical records that he has are his. The events that he described happened to him. He probably, who's to say he didn't do it to his daughters or somebody else within, his mate, wherever, whoever, whenever he is operating there in Barbados. A whole lot of, it's a dark place. I'm beginning to see it as a very dark place. But anyhow, he's coming out talking about what happened with regards to Patricia Benedict being charged for computer misuse, when he has been charged several times for computer misuse. And when he recently found his own medical records and decided to impugn someone else, put someone else's face on his medical records, he is the biggest culprit of them all. And Barbadians, you just love to be entertained. There's a problem with that. There's a problem with that. And me, as a blogger, I blog for Barbadians who want to be anonymous. They want to remain unseen, but they want their story heard. All that shit that you're trying to pile on me is entertainment. It's actually entertainment, because it is quite obvious that as a blogger and as a person who is on this earth, you don't know me. You don't know me. And Patricia Benedict now, I think that I've said it before, and I don't think it's going to change. I don't think nothing is going to change really, but it's for her to see that trying to put stories out there and shine light on issues in the court system or in the police system or whatever system there is, even the garbage collection system, the management of Sunset Crest, whatever she is trying to shine light on, there's going to be a pushback, and she's going to lose. It's because she has lost. Not that she has lost because she has no voice. She's losing because when the slave patrol, what they call them, the Barbados Police Service, when they come out, they're coming for her. They're coming for her. They're sent by, there is a Canadian in Barbados, and it seems as though what Patricia Benedict is saying might be true. There might be some truth in it, that the Barbados Police Service gang, they're being controlled by foreigners on the island. But yeah, this is just an update. I've been, since last night, well, the whole of yesterday, I don't know how I was able to blog yesterday, and then early this morning, she got station bail. Patricia Benedict has received station bail. She's attending now. You get bail, but then you have to go back for a hearing. She's back in court right now. Hopefully the person who signed station bail would be there to sign bail for her, so that she can, go back to her home. And I'll probably hear from her sometime today, and I want to get her in an interview. We're going to do an interview today to let you know what's what and what's not. But she is alive and well. She is attending to this particular issue with the child maintenance blog that she did with the mother. She did the blog with the parent who was not getting the money, and that came out during that interview that maybe the clerks, well, I would say maybe and allegedly, but Patricia, she does her own thing. But yeah, I think that's where this last encounter with the police stemmed from, when she said that the clerks were using child maintenance money. But she did say they were putting it back. They weren't taking it and not putting it back, they were taking it. And the mothers who were dependent on that money were getting it late because they had to wait for the clerk to get paid and put the money back so that they could get a check. So let's see how this rolls out. And as regards to that social media imp who talks about not taking pleasure in saying things, when, like I just said, he used his medical records to find pleasure to make someone else look bad, when everyone who is in their right mind, any human being of sound mind, will know that the only medical records he could ever be in possession of would be his own. Ever. Okay? So yeah, let's wait for Patricia Benedict to, do this thing. Let's hope for the best. I'm hoping for the best. And then I'll get her on radio and I'll do an interview, and maybe it may be a long interview because I'm going to talk to her from a different angle this time, on a different angle, because like I'm saying to you now, I'm seeing a darkness. I've been doing this now for maybe 12 years. There's a darkness. There's a darkness associated with the things that are happening in Barbados, and the way you interact with your environment, the way you interact with the demographic. It's almost as though you're out of your minds. It feels that way to me, that you're not seeing what is happening. Someone who could be before the court for computer misuse and recently got a judgment for $85,000 can come out and talk about someone being before the court for computer misuse. It's like, why, when everyone on the comment section of that blog said, well, you're before the court for the same thing. In fact, you recently had a judgment against you for $85,000 plus $12,000 for the court. You could do the math, right? 97,000-ish, almost 100,000. It's a pot calling the kettle black. Why wasn't that comment section inundated with comments like that? You are calling the kettle black. You are saying that Patricia Benedict is before the court for computer misuse, when you too are before the court for many cases, many criminal cases for computer misuse. where does the hypocrisy, where does the hypocrisy end? It's a dark place you have there. It's a dark, dark place you have there. And yeah, I may have to find another hobby because you guys are really dark, really, really dark. Okay, this is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.